Hey everybody, Ryan FMC here. Before we talk about today's deck, I kind of have a channel slash life update that will affect what I do in the future. Unfortunately, due to COVID related issues, I no longer have my job that I've been working at for 5.5 years. So it feels kind of strange because 5.5 years might not be long for some people, but it was the longest job I ever had. And it was, a full-time job using my degree that I went to college for. But unfortunately, this is not that abnormal of an issue for a lot of people these days because COVID has affected a lot of people. However, I'm not sure what I will be doing next, but I do know that in the meantime, I want to do a lot of Teppen stuff, right? I want to make a lot of videos. Also, I want to start streaming even more on Twitch because I want to keep busy, right? I want to keep busy. I want to keep positive. Also, I kind of want to see what happens if I kind of go more full-time, as it were, with Teppen content creation and how much support I could get. So if you want to see more Teppen stuff from me, if you want to just stop by, say hi, and support me, the best ways, especially on YouTube, is just watch my videos, like, subscribe, comment, and those things go a long way, right? Or if you want to go the extra mile, click that link to my Twitch and I will be streaming more, and I usually tell you schedules on Twitter, and on Twitch just, follow me there, watch my streams, and if you have some money or some Amazon Prime for a subscription, that would be great. If not, I know I'm not the only person in this weird times, as it were, so if you don't have money to subscribe, that's fine. Just come hang out and come, just get through 2020 together. That's enough about that. Let's talk about today's deck. Today's deck is Dante Devil Trigger, and more or less, I want to see, is this deck dead? Because just a couple weeks ago, there was the November balance updates, and a lot of Dante Devil Trigger got nerfed quite hard, like Black Crown's Madness, Bloodbath Frenzy, and even Trish. And Sea Viper all got nerfed kind of a lot, and therefore I'm not playing any of those cards. So this is the core Dante Devil Trigger that I've talked about before, that I've made videos about before. However, like I said, we kicked out all the nerf cards, and what we added was a playset of this dragon. I have not played this dragon for a while, but we needed some more units, and this is a really good flight unit with Resonate that can hit for lots. Yes, the Resonate goes away after one attack cycle, but if you're pumping this up with Psycho Power or anything like that, those effects still stay. And we did add a Jury just because Jury is so intrinsically powerful. The other things that we added was a playset of Psycho Power, because this was even seeing quite some play even with Bloodbath Frenzy and all those cards still being so powerful. And the one thing that I'm a little unsure of is we have two Like a Demon, just for some more 1 MP plays. And also this is pretty good because none of our units have Resonate where they pump up their HP. So plus 3 HP just for 1 MP is a pretty good rate that maybe can solidify our units, make them a little bit beefier, and stick around to hit a couple more attack cycles. So those are all the new cards. Everything else is the same. We are playing this 4 MP 1/8 agility combo still, counter spells, all the like. So let's jump into some games and really see how Dante Devil Trigger feels now with all the balance updates. Round 1, start again, Denjin, Rinky. We can keep this, right? We have some minions, aka we have a unit in hand, and that's fantastic. Interesting. Detonation's a pretty big game against us. Let's do this, because now with a detonation, we could do this, and that's going to be 8, so that means it will live at 2, which is very fragile, but hey, it's still alive. They need another removal spell. Or just an ETB creature, but at least their lanes are locked. And as soon as the locked lanes go away, we could do this and probably give it flight. I don't really want to pump this up with Heartless Experiments or anything like that. Let's do this, because now if they do something in response, we have Counterspell, or we can just Hookshot. Do we care about that? This will die. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 we can't. We can't. It's 4. Whew, I was thinking it was 3 MP for a second. But Teppen was like, no, man, you can't play that card, you idiot. This is looking very rough. Let's just do this. Let's save some life because this is going to be like 4 life that we save, and that's going to be very good for us. Might just have to do like Monstrous Virus sooner rather than later. I don't care that they're going to deal some damage to us because we just have to do Monstrous Virus. Unfortunately, they could just burn us because now we're at 2. Oh, that's fine. Well, not fine. Okay, we're like kind of all in. Hopefully they do something that doesn't kill that unit. Hopefully they just have a lot of burn in hand that just does nothing. We just go for this. Let's go! Counterspell? Hold. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Whew, that's fun. Up against a feline doing some core orchestra. We can keep this. We have 2 units in hand. Beautiful. I think I'm just going to start with this. Because now if they try to disarm or something, we can counter. If they do something else, we could just do summon minions. I think we counter this. Yeah, let's counter it. We could just be like, yeah, that's fine. We have a 3/8 body and summon minions. But I want to get in for 6 right here. Ooh, we could have... No, this is... fine. If we were quicker with that Psycho Power, we could have actually just killed that in 1 hit. That would have been fantastic. We could counter this. This is a risky play, because they could just have a shield or just like anything or that. Yeah, I don't think we should have started that fight. This was actually, this is fine, this is fine. Never mind. Because we still get the Psycho Power. Whew. Critical thinking is hard sometimes, guys. Yeah. See, that's why I think Dante Devil Trigger is still possibly good, because you could just win the game super fast like that. Dante mirror match, let's go. Besides, they're Quicksilver, so opponents very different, but Dante mirror match nonetheless. Let's do this. Yeah, let's summon minions. We could like give it flight, but I would rather just get 2 units. There's not much of a reason just to give it flight when it's going to be halted. Especially if they play lots of halts, it's great to get multiple units out there, because then they halt one and then they have to halt the other or take damage. Yeah, let's just go this route. Because now if they do something, we can hookshot our bottom unit. I kind of feel like they might have like a V or something like that. We should have done something because, oof. That's rough. We're going to have to try to close out the game extremely fast. And this gives us... Yeah, that's fine. You know what? Let's just keep doing this stuff. Because now we have our hero power online. You gotta kind of want to do top and bottom, like, share the love between them. And this is lethal at the bottom lane. Do we try to go counter it? Nah. Like, oh, there we go. Because we would have to sack something, which all of our stuff are pretty big. The gate, that's fine. Everything's lethal, so this is fine. Because this top lane is lethal. I guess this will die to the jury, but that's fine. The top lane just smacks face. GG. Round 4, let's see if we could win this one, go 4-0 against Raging Demon, which can be very hard because they just have tons of removal. And it kills most all of our stuff over and over and over again. Let's give it flight. This really hurts us with a removal spell, but if they go for like murder spikes, we could just pump it. That's fate. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't have done that with counter backup. Maybe we should have just played our other 4 unit. Right, because hookshot is so good. Yet again, I kind of went a little bit too fast where we don't have unforeseen interference right there, but did not get punished. Well, be that way, opponents. I think we just do this now because it's so early in the game and this game might drag on a little bit that I don't particularly want to take 3 damage right here. That's fine. Let's go for this. If they try to do something we can counter. Unfortunately, he just might run us out of raw units. Right, because I think we've already done 3, so we just have the 3 dragons and now jury. This unfortunately does not eat this in one turn. We could board lock, but let's do this. So that's 5. That's still not 1 hit, but oh well, is what it is. I think that's our last unit in our deck because now we have 2 in our hand. Fortunately, when this dies, like if they like selfless predation or something, that's going to be real bad. I think we counter. So that's a pretty expensive spell that right there. We're at 4. They're going to be taking 7. 3 again. Unfortunately, we can't play a lot of our stuff. And they can now just drop something here and do Raging Demon, and that's just lights out for us. We need, like, Monstrous Virus. Yeah. I guess, technically, I kind of punted. I should have put Jury in front, because then we could have hook shot. I don't think that that would matter, though, because we were so far behind. Like, just all that removal we could not power through. Overall, we just went 3-1, which is a pretty good record. And I think this deck is still rawly powerful because you are playing just some really, really good, efficient, almost busted units with a lot of ways to get them from, tutor them up from your library, put them on the battlefield, as well as just like pumping them up a ton, and then with counterspells, right? And then hookshot for evasion. And that's a good package, but definitely the nerfs have affected this. Because without Bloodbath Frenzy, which can just like steal wins out of nowhere and makes your clock so much faster, as well as Black Crown's Madness, which just kept on refueling your MP so you can just keep on spamming action after action after action, those nerfs definitely hurt this deck. I think this deck is good, but is definitely feeling the nerfs. However, if this is a deck that you like to play, you can definitely still play it. If this is a deck that you hate, you can be a little bit more happy because this has definitely gone down in the power rankings, but it's still fun. You can definitely still just cheese wins out very, very fast. But yeah, that's about it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.